Morning. Monday morning. 10:42 in the AM. 80. Oh, excuse me. 79 degrees here in beautiful Newberry, Ohio. Going up to 90. You know what we're doing today. You've spoken, I listened. We're going to dip into the Dutch Master's Cavendish pipe tobacco flavored with fine Kentucky bourbon whiskey. Not much out there on this other than it was originally called Old GrandDad after the bourbon that they flavored it with. Sometime in the mid-70s, I'm guessing that it became Dutch Masters. Got the old plastic seal on it. I doubt if it's going to make a frosty cold one, but we'll see. Oh, a little. Oh, man. Does that aroma jump up and smack you in the face? It's like you just walked into the local tavern and ordered up an Old GrandDad. This is Cavendish, black Cavendish, and that's topped with bourbon. Wow, still pretty moist. Oh, this is gonna be exciting. What do you think? Yesterday, my ex-wife, my first wife, came over to take my mom to a shower, a wedding shower, baby shower, I don't know, for like somewhere around my 15th cousin or whatever. I come from a large family on paper. In real life, I come from a small family because I only interact with just a few. So she came over, they took Mom's car. They were gone all day. They got back about 4:30 and I'm sitting there and Allison, my first wife, she gets out of the car and she's going around and she's checking all the tires. And I'm like, what'd you do, tear something up? She goes, I don't know, but the car's making a weird noise. We stopped and looked, but we can't see nothing. So I went and I'm looking, There ain't nothing wrong with these tires. Ain't nothing in them, No rocks, no nothing. Mom's like, well, we had to park in a gravel driveway and, So I'm going around and I'm like, what kind of noise is it? She goes, I don't know. She goes, it's like when you're driving and you got the window down, that kind of noise. And I looked, yeah, the rear passenger door, the window was down. They're like, we even stopped and looked. So I texted my son, the youngest human. I said, when your mom gets there, ask her about tearing up Grandma's car. That little story will live on forever. Okay, got it packed up. I'm telling you, man, the tub note on this, wow. That that is a crying shame that this is no longer available. Just off that. Let's see. We're going to get into this. It's like I just sat down at the bar and ordered one up. I didn't read any reviews on this, although when I researched what was, as much as I could on this, the guru of pipe tobacco reviews, he did have one on this, but I didn't read it. That is amazing. If you could still purchase this in a pouch, a small tub, big tub, by the pound, wow. I really didn't have much hope on this because, when you're younger, when you go into back then you used to go into the CVS, the Revco, the Rexall, whatever, and you would shoplift Dutch Master cigars. That's what I expected. Boy, was I wrong. For a minute I thought I forgot my pen, but it just fell down. Oh. Every puff is like taking a sip. If this was still available, Virginia, sale only allowed in the United States. Okay, I'm good with that. And it's got the little small warning on the back about the state of communism. I mean, California. So when did that come out? When did they start putting that on everything? Anyways. If you could still get that, this would definitely make it into my top 5. It would be at least an 8.9. But because it's not available anymore, that's going to knock the score down a little bit. We're going to say, I'm going to give it a 7. And I do, for you aromatic guys that like a little whiskey, if you ever come across it, grab it. Got a nice white ash going on. I said ash with an H. Man, I'm gonna be hitting this often. Yeah, so it's going to get a 7 as opposed to the 9.8. Yeah. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right. I'm going to go do my walk, then have my little picnic lunch before I head back to the house. This morning, I get up this morning, I get my coffee, and Mom's on her iPad as always. Now, this is also why, now I know why my brother left the state. Mom goes, here, let me show you a picture of Cody, the young man that's going to be getting married. He's in the military. I give him kudos for that. But she goes, let me show you what he looks like. I said, I don't know what he looks like. I've never met him. So the only reason why they stay in touch with you is because you helped their grandmother when their grandmother was failing in health, and mom was still good, and she took her in and anyways. I said, but ain't nobody talked to me. Nobody's come here. I couldn't even tell you where they live at because nobody talks about it. I said, so yeah, I don't need to see a picture of somebody I don't know. Mom says, I ain't right. I said, no, I'm not you, where you stay in touch with everybody. I learned a lesson a few years back on who had your back and who didn't. For those that little wad just don't want to come out of there. But for those that showed up at Cindy's funeral memorial service, they got my back. And they're the ones that we communicate on a regular basis. Those that didn't show up, don't need you in my life because don't know you. Okay, life's a highway, go drive it. Every day's a school day. If you're not learning, you're being left behind. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Wake up.